Okay, the NBA's collective bargaining agreement expires midnight Thursday, and if there's no deal by then, well, the owners could impose a lockout.
I guess when their new proposal increased the amount of additional compensation that they would receive.
On July 1st, 2011, the NBA locked out its players. The deputy commissioner stood at a podium and delivered a number. The league is losing $300 million a year. 22 of 30 teams are losing money. The players need to take less. The players took less. That was 2011. Here is 2025. Every owner who held their franchise through that 14-year window turned a claimed loss into one of the greatest investments in American financial history. The Memphis Grizzlies, the smallest market, the least valuable team in the league. Never been to the finals, worth $4 billion. In 2021, ProPublica obtained IRS records for dozens of sports team owners. What they found, unsurprisingly, has never been in an NBA video. The owners weren't lying about the losses. They were showing you one number while hiding another. When you buy a franchise, you can write off the player contracts, the TV deals, the franchise rights, all of it, as depreciating assets. The franchise itself never stops appreciating. He said this out loud. In 2014, Steve Ballmer, the former CEO of Microsoft, bought the Los Angeles Clippers for $2 billion.
Again, from the NBA today, this statement: the Sterling Family Trust today resolved their dispute over the ownership of the Los Angeles Clippers. Under the agreement, the Clippers will be sold to Steve Ballmer pending approval by the NBA Board of Governors, and the NBA will withdraw its pending charge to terminate the Sterling's ownership of the team.
2 years later, he asked about the league's finances during the next labor fight. ProPublica obtained those tax returns. From 2014 to 2018, Steve Ballmer's Clippers reported $700 million in losses to the IRS. During that same stretch, leaked NBA records showed the Clippers were often profitable. The owner of the team paid a lower tax rate than the women selling popcorn at his arena. The players took less because the league said it was losing money. They gave back roughly 6 percentage points of basketball-related income, roughly $240 million a year, every year since 2011. The owners weren't lying about losing money, they were telling half the truth. The other half shows up in the franchise valuations. $154 billion in franchise appreciation, on top of a 6% cut in revenue share that has never been restored. The owners were telling the truth about the losses, they just forgot to mention the other column. The current collective bargaining agreement runs through the 2029-30 season, and either side can reopen it as early as 2029. The next negotiation will use the same table. The only question is whether the players bring both columns, or just the one the owners show them. This is Beyond the Buzzer. We read the fine print, so you don't have to.